Now let's move to another interesting point, and let me show you this sentence here. And the sentence goes as follows. The White House comma, which is located in Washington, comma, is the home of the president. Fantastic. Let's fix that a little bit, and that one too. Okay, great. So the White House, which is located in Washington, is the home of the president. Now the adjective clause is very clear. Which is located in Washington is an adjective clause. Which is located in Washington. But the idea here is this adjective clause is set off the sentence by two commas. We've got two commas here, two commas that separate this adjective clause from the rest of the sentence. Is this possible? Yes, it is. Can we reduce it? Yes, we can reduce it. We can make it like that. The White House, look at this one. So this is the normal sentence. Let me show you the same sentence, but this time with reduction. I can say the White House, which is dropped. So the White House, located in Washington, is the home of the president. The question is, can we write this sentence in a different way? We say, yes, when the adjective clause is reduced and set off from the rest of the sentence by two commas, we can write the sentence also in a different way. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, now how can we write it in a different way? We're going to take the whole adjective clause away, and then we're going to put it here with one comma in the beginning, and let's read it now. Located in Washington, the White House is the home of the president. Is this correct? Completely correct. It is completely correct. So we have this possibility in English. Now let's read the three sentences together. The White House, which is located in Washington, is the home of the president. And we've got two commas. So I can drop which and is in order to reduce the adjective clause. So it becomes the White House, comma, located in Washington, comma, is the home of the president. Well, as long as we have commas, so we can take the reduced adjective clause and start with it. Now look at this one. Located in Washington, the White House is the home of the president. Fantastic. And this one is for Egypt. We say Mohammed Morsi. Let's make this one capital. Mohammed Morsi, who is preparing to give a speech. Another comma. Is meeting with his advisors. Fantastic. Mohammed Morsi, who is preparing to give a speech, is meeting with his advisors. Now Mohammed Morsi is the subject. Okay? Then is, that's the main verb. Well, that's amazing. And who is preparing to give a speech? Well, that is the adjective clause. That is great. But this adjective clause comes between two commas. That's a comma. No, that's a comma, and that's a comma. Well, that's great. We've got two commas here. Okay? This one and this one. How can we reduce this sentence? How can we reduce the adjective clause? Now look at this one. we can reduce it like that. We can take who is away, so the sentence becomes like this: Muhammad Mursi, preparing to give a speech, is meeting with his advisors, and I've got the 2 commas. Now, because we have 2 commas that set off the adjective clause from the rest of the sentence, so we can start with the adjective clause, the reduced adjective clause. How? Now look at this one. We can take this away from here. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. And we can put it in the beginning like that. Okay, and we put the beautiful comma. So it becomes, preparing to give a speech, Muhammad Mursi is meeting with his advisors. Well, that's fantastic. Now let's move to the question part, and let's see how people are going to ask us about using reduced adjective clauses in the TOEFL test. Now, let's have a look at an MCQ question. Look at this one. And this is the empty space, and then on several different television programs, comma, the witness gave conflicting accounts of what had happened. Well, that's great. And we've got choices. Number A, he appeared. Number B, who appeared. Number 3, appearing. And number D, appears. Now that's fantastic. On several different television programs, the witness gave conflicting accounts of what had happened. And then we have 4 choices. He appeared, who appeared, appearing, and appears. Now, let's think about it. We have a subject here, which is the witness. Okay, amazing. That's a subject. Okay, do we have a verb? Yes, gave. That's a verb. Great. So we've got a subject and a verb. Amazing. Subject and a verb, that's a complete sentence. What do we need? That's a clause. Oh, we have a comma here. A comma. So, let's read the choices. Can we say he appeared? No, it's impossible. Because if we said he appeared, that would be a clause, because he is a subject. Appeared is a subject. So someone might ask, and what is the problem if we have subject and verb in the first part and then subject and verb in the second part? Because in this case we will have 2 clauses without a connector, and that's a big mistake. If we have 2 clauses in English, we must have a connector. So A is not the right choice. A is not the right choice. So we can write something like wrong. That's a wrong choice. Let's give it a color. Something like, I think that will work. Okay, that's a wrong choice, number A. Let's move to number B. Who appeared on several different television programs? The witness gave conflicting accounts of what had happened. Now, we can't take that. We can't say who appeared. Like, if you put who appeared like that, that would be what? That would be a noun clause working as a subject. A noun clause working as a subject. If we put who appeared in the beginning as a noun clause working as a subject, so why do we need this one? This is another subject here. So that would be a mistake too. So this is also wrong, and let's give it the same color. Now let's move to appearing. Appearing. Can we use appearing? Now let's read it together. Appearing on several different television programs, the witness gave conflicting accounts of what had happened. Well, that is correct. Why? Because we studied that reduced clauses that are adjective reduced clauses that are set off by commas can come in the beginning normally. So we can say appearing on several different television programs, the witness gave conflicting accounts of what had happened. That would be the correct answer. Let's write that here. Correct. Great. And let's give it that color. Now appears, we can't say appears because appears would be a verb in the beginning with no subject. So that would be also completely wrong. We can't choose that one. Okay, fantastic. Now let's move to correct and incorrect questions. Look at this one.